Happy March is Reading Month. My name is Kaylee McCaw, and I am the manager of the OB unit at Mid-Michigan Health Gratiot, which is your local hospital here in Alma. Today I'm going to read you a book that's called Let's Meet a Doctor. It is written by Bridget Hughes and illustrated by Mike Moran. I chose this book because doctors are an important part of our healthcare team here at the hospital. So even though I'm a nurse, I work very closely with the doctors. So this book starts with the youngest patients, and that's what we do here at the hospital and the OB unit. We deal with the little babies that are born prior to them getting to go home with their parents. So our classroom is on a mission. We want to find out what a doctor does. We decide to take Dr. Zamble. He's a pediatrician. That's a doctor who treats children. And the pediatrician is the one who comes and sees babies here on our unit. Doctors are workers in the community. A community is a group of people who live in the same city, town, or neighborhood. I help kids feel their best, he says. How do you do that? Asked Jaden. Dr. Zamble explains by telling us about his day. Dr. Zamble works in a clinic. He sees about 20 patients each day. They are babies, children, and teenagers. Some are sick or hurt. I find out what is wrong, he says. They may need medicine. They may just need some rest. Sometimes they need to go to the hospital, which is when they would come here to us. Doctors write prescriptions for medicine. A prescription tells a pharmacist what medicine a patient needs. It also tells the patient when to take the medicine. JJ raises his hand. I went to the hospital when I was little, but I'm better now. Sick or injured children may see a specialist. A specialist is a doctor who treats one part of the body, such as the heart. Some specialists are also pediatricians, and that is why we have pediatricians who come take care of our babies on the OB unit. They specialize in children and infants. Good, Dr. Zamble says. That's our goal. We want you to be healthy so you can reach your goals too. My goal is to be a tightrope walker, Nick says. Uh-oh, Dr. Zamble says. Now we're going to talk about checkups. I went to the doctor when I wasn't sick, Katiana says. That's good, Dr. Zamble says. Kids should see a doctor once a year for checkups. He checks their ears. He listens to their hearts. He asks if they eat healthy foods. He asks if they run around. These things help kids stay well. Doctors examine ears with a tool called an otoscope. They listen to the heart with a stethoscope. Do you give kids shots? Paul asked. Shots make you immune to some diseases, such as measles. That means your body protects itself from the germs that cause the disease. Nurses do the shots, Dr. Zamble says. They take classes. They know how to make shots hurt less. So that's where we come into play. Doctor school. Did you have to take classes too? Asked Paul. Yes, lots of them, Dr. Zamble says. We learned that Dr. Zamble went to grade school for 9 years, high school for 4 years, and college for 4 years. That is a lot of school. Medical school lasts 4 years. Then students become residents and fellows. They see patients. Other doctors help them. This takes 3 to 10 years. Then he had medical school and training for 7 years. That's 24 years of school and lots and lots of homework. When I'm not at the clinic, I teach, Dr. Zamble says. Like Miss Nugent, we say, looking at our teacher. Yes, but I don't teach in a classroom, he says. I teach at the hospital. My students learn to be doctors by seeing real patients. Medical students spend time at the hospital during every year of medical school. Experienced doctors teach them how to treat patients. Lainey raises her hand. I was a real patient. I went to the hospital when I broke my arm. You probably had an x-ray. Dr. Zamble holds one up. You can see the break in her arm right there on the x-ray. X-rays are pictures that show the bones and organs inside your body. But most of the time, these aren't needed during a visit to the doctor. We all want to tell Dr. Zamble about our injuries, but he has to go see patients, and we have to go to recess. Running around keeps everyone healthy. Because Dr. Zamble lends a hand to help us feel our best, we give him a hand as well. And that is the end of the story. I hope you guys continue having a good month with March's Reading Month. Read lots of books, and I hope you enjoyed mine. Have an excellent day.